big focus emerging out of Delhi. There's been news that's been developing in West Delhi, Subhash Nagar and Tilak Nagar to be precise. Over the last couple of hours, members of the Sikh community, victims of the 84 riots, have taken to the streets there to protest the acquittal of Congressman Sajjan Kumar in a 1984 Sikh riots case. Those members of the community, aided by political activists, stormed two metro stations here in the capital, in Subhash Nagar and Tilak Nagar areas in West Delhi a short while back. They have now been removed from those premises, but metro services have been affected at those two stations. They've also picketed Tilak Nagar police station, so the police and the government have been targeted by these protests, which have importantly remained peaceful. The community there making a point about the miscarriage of justice and demanding that the government and the Supreme Court do more to give them justice. Let's go across to Samia Kapoor. Samia, you've been reporting from Tilak Nagar. You were outside the police station a short while back. Describe to us if you're seeing any protests. We'll connect with Samia and Priyanka Dubey in just a bit, but we have heard voices from the Sikh community, part of those protests there. These are protests in Delhi, but there have also been protests today in Jammu and on the Jammu-Pathankot highway, which was blockaded for a little while in parts. And there are plans now for the community to walk to Sonia Gandhi's residence tomorrow. They want justice for the 84 riots victims. They are extremely angry about what they believe is miscarriage of justice, and they squarely hold the government responsible for this miscarriage of justice, suggesting that there's been political influence that's been exercised to save senior congressmen like Sajjan Kumar and also Jagdish Taitla. Priyanka Dubey is with us. Priyanka, of course, Jagdish Taitla and Sajjan Kumar, in a sense, lightning rods for these public protests, not least because so many people say that they actually saw these leaders incite mobs.
Exactly. For the case that we saw yesterday at the Karkardooma court, where 5 people were killed near the Delhi camp on the intervening night of 1st November and 2nd November 1984, there were 3 eyewitnesses. One of them was a woman who lost her husband and 19-year-old son. That is Jagdish Kaur, who was present at the Karkardooma court at that point in time when the verdict was delivered. And remember, we did report on how this particular woman has refused to leave the courtroom and in fact said that I want the judge to come and give me a death penalty because injustice has been meted out. And if somebody like Sajjan Kumar, who she believed was responsible for the 1984 riots, partly responsible for the 1984 riots and the killings, had been given a clean sheet. So that is the kind of anger one has been seeing since yesterday. These are people who waited for more than 29 years for justice. And what they believed was that Sajjan Kumar, who was one of the high-profile political leaders who at that point in time did instigate the mob. That is what all these eyewitnesses claimed. They said that they had seen Sajjan Kumar instigating mobs to kill more Sikhs. And that is why they wanted justice to be given. They wanted him to be punished, and that clearly didn't happen. And that is why one sees the anger and frustration now out on the streets of Delhi.
And of course, some of those voices there, Priyanka, drawing attention to the fact that unlike 2002, the 84 riots are a forgotten riot. Nobody talks about them. They weren't captured on television cameras. They've literally been forgotten. And across the political spectrum, in a sense, and perhaps even by the media to an extent, less than 30 people convicted over 30 years for the atrocities on the Sikh community in 84, particularly in the areas that you're now seeing on your screens, Tilak Nagar, Subhash Nagar, many areas in West Delhi that really bore the brunt of rioters there. In terms of specific demands of the community, Priyanka, a start, I think, for them would be this special investigation team, a Supreme Court monitored probe.
Exactly. That is what they're demanding right now, because after the verdict of the lower court in Karkardooma, they are now saying that why is it that if for the Gujarat riots there was an SIT which could be established, why could they not do the same for the 1984 Sikh riots? And right now they are demanding that the Supreme Court come up with a special investigation team which should, open this case and which should investigate it from the bottom and then come out with their own investigations and find who exactly is guilty, including high-profile political leaders. Because do remember, out of all the 30 people who till date have been convicted for the 1984 riots, none of them are any high-profile political leader. These are all people whom, in the language of those victims, are all small fish. They are people who are following orders, not the leaders, not the people who instigated the violence, not the people who were at the helm of affairs when it came to the 1984 6 riots. So, keeping all those things in mind, the anger and frustration of these 1984 riot victims is partially understandable. What they are demanding is that there be a thorough investigation and SIT set up, and that justice be meted out, and the guilty be really brought to book. Something that they think has still date not been done.